হাঁচড় হাঁচড়
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably...
And Batistuta! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that is out of play. Marquinhos. Cafu. And it's Rodri. And Doué. And it's Neymar. Looking tidy in possession here. He's being urged to shoot. An early chance there, first of the game.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
And we have our very first corner. Cruyff with the short one. No, there's no sort of quality on that. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard. Cafu. Tries to pass it through. Batistuta! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rodri. Rijkaard. Rodri. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Yaya Toure. And it's Rodri. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Villa. That is a great pick out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
First quarter of an hour gone. Harrison was in no mood for any of that. And it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice parts. Mbappe! It's their second corner of the game. And he thumps it clear. Now, can they get it back? He can get that clear. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Yaya Toure. Piqué. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He's got away. It's Neymar! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Mbappe demonstrating, takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Arsenal take the lead. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Barcelona finding their passes. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, some tackle that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, just decent chance! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Messi! And that is quite wonderful. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And they get themselves in front. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Marquinhos. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And the return pass. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's gone loose. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. It's a searching pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Irwin. Cafu. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Arsenal hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2. And we're off again. Rodri. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
The ball's gone astray. Messi. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Piqué is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Van Dijk. And it's Yaya Toure. Irwin. Rodri. Mbappe producing a good steal. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Referee's come over. It's a red card. Arsenal are down to 10 men. Cafu and Marquinhos. Cafu. Irwin. Irwin going full steam ahead down the left flank. Rodri. Piqué. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Oh, really well played.
He is through here. And Messi! Oh, off the bar. Cafu gets good distance on it. And they're back on the ball again. Cafu. And it's Van Dijk. Here's Rodri. Passing nice and neat. Batistuta! And yes, it's there!
हाय भाई
And
मेरे
with
साथ
that,
खेलेगा ना
he takes home the
पहले
match
तो बोला
ball.
था
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Irwin. A heavy challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice control. Goes for the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Irwin plays it short. Skims one in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rodri wins the duel this time. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Van Dijk. And they can counter here. That's a cute ball. Van Dijk is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Driving on and making good progress. Now, can they get him away? He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Keeper's got good distance on that. Yaya Toure. And it's Van Dijk. Irwin is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. And Batistuta! Oh, it's hit the post. Marquinhos gets it clear.
जो जो बंदा देख रहा है एक लाइक कर देना प्लीज भाई। भाई फिन मेंस कौन कौन खेलना चाहता है मेरे पास। भाई फैन मैच कौन कौन खेलना चाहते हैं, जल्दी आ जाओ। भाई फैन मैच कौन कौन खेलना चाहते हैं, जल्दी आ जाओ जल्दी। भाई जल्दी आओ, जल्दी जल्दी। कौन कौन खेलना चाहते हैं? कोई मेरे साथ फैन मैच खेलेगा तो जल्दी आ जाओ जल्दी। मुझको हरा दो जल्दी। अरे भाई कोई कुछ बोलो तो ना। खेलेगा ना, नहीं खेलेगा? कोई कोई भाई मुझसे साथ फैन मैच खेलेगा तो कमेंट करके बताना, ठीक है? उसके साथ मैं खेलूंगा। अरे कोई बोलो तो। ओके भाई, ये मैच हो जाएगा, ठीक है? उसके बाद तुम आना, ठीक है? तुम्हारे साथ खेलूंगा। ठीक है रणजीत भाई, तुम्हारे साथ खेलूंगा। अभी खेल रहा हूँ ना तुम्हारे साथ। और कोई खेलेगा मेरे साथ?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works. It's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Irwin got a long way forward to join the attack. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Well, that has not gone well. That's a decent clearance. And it's Rodri. Nice bit of trickery. Mbappe looking to takes a shot. Oh, crossbar!
अरे भाई साहब कितना बैट लग रहा है भाई।
Truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Toure running with the ball. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Yaya Toure is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Still goalless. Now it's Mbappe. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of... Mbappe! He went for the curler. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Cafu. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. Yaya Toure. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. An uncompromising challenge. Rodri gets good distance on it. Van Dijk. Messi. Oh, that's neat. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Batistuta. Messi is onto this. Quality ball. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. Villa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too.
Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. He's given the time to pick a pass. 60 minutes played. And it's Messi. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's an Arsenal free kick.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Mbappe! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Irwin is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Rijkaard. David Villa goes steaming forward. Rodri, Mbappe, and that is a little undercooked. Cruyff, Conte, and Mendes, and it's Neymar. That's a cute ball. And the keeper's given it away. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Cruyff. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pass somewhat off target.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Oh, this is a great position. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a good look here, and a real chance to break the deadlock. And he's gone backward here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Rodri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cafu spots it and intercepts. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Batistuta. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. And he's decided to go for it. Rijkaard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lovely. Mbappe! Oh, that's incredible! And surely that has won the day! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. The message is clear, none shall pass. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Piqué is a man so notably robust and that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, good take in a good area. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
जो भी बंदा लाइव देख रहा है एक लाइक कर देना प्लीज भाई।
skewed away. And it's Rivaldo. And it's made its way. Tries a shot! So close to drawing level. Oh, what a
कोई
chance.
बंदा
It looked to
मेरे
me
साथ
like he
अगर
just
फेन
changed
मैच
his
खेलना
mind
चाहते हैं तो
last
कमेंट कर
second there.
देना।
They're back in possession and ready to go again. This looks promising. He's picked his way through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's definitely not his best. Arsenal moments now away from seeing this one out. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe voted... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Pass is just off target. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Irwin. Now Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. Now it's Rodri. Drive, shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rodri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Irwin goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He's had it taken off him. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Villa. He's in a great position here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Piqué with the clearance. It's going to be another throw. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's managed to get rid. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Mendes was in no mood for any of that. Rodri. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Irwin gets it clear. And here's Neymar. Oh, super ball. A decent chance! He scores! Barcelona are back in business. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Mbappe is behind this one.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're back in front! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And yes, it's him again. Arsenal go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Cafu is there to clear. Mbappe. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Neymar. And it's Rodri. Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. Real chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Messi goes for the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Piqué is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. And it's Rodri. He's found a way past. Oh, sweet feet. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rodri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal have their third corner. Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Irwin. Piqué. Yaya Toure. All played for Rijkaard. And that's really well manoeuvred. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And we hit half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Great chance! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Good ball, good take. Batistuta. Yaya Toure. Van Dijk. Yaya Toure. Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Not the most accurate pass.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And he's lost his man here. Lovely. And he shoots! He has done it! Back within 1! They have them in their sights again! just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Cruyff. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Cruyff with the short one. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Conte.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice pass. And the shot! It's a goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his... Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Cafu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Messi. Howson. Rodri. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Rodri. Rodri. Oh, this is a very good run. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Cafu. Messi. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Nuno Mendes. Looking for options for movement. And he's straight offside.
Villa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Plays a sharp... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's picked it up out wide. Here's a chance! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And that is a little undercooked. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ambitious ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's...
Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. David Villa. And now they can spring out of defence. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Plays a sharp little ball here. Still goalless at the moment. Rodri. Now it's Batistuta. Always onto this. Good take and the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Irwin with the short one. So, third corner of the game. Nicely shaped cross. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that could well leave a mark. Pressing high and with purpose. Kante does well to get it back. Now the ball's gone astray. Rodri wins the duel this time. Rijkaard cuts it out. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he is going into that little black book. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Messi. Oh, cracking ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Mbappe! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Rodri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Again, he was very closely.
PK is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rodri.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Mbappe. Cafu. Irwin. PK. Rijkaard. And it's Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cafu. Rodri. Messi. Challenged. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. He went for the curler. Cafu gathers from the goal kick. Cafu. Marquinhos is very much of the nonchalant defending. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's heaved it away. Neymar. Toure gets over and intercepts. Cafu. Rijkaard. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Rodri. Looking for options for movement. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Arsenal deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Arsenal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Looking for a runner. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, look at... And the finish! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Irwin is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And here's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's hoisted clear. Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Oh, it's terribly wayward. Cruyff, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This looks promising. And he's only too happy to take that back. He is through here! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.